For those of you who have not been listening, or you are listening, or you want to listen to more, or you want to watch more, go to partscounterguru.com and hit the podcast link for the podcast, or make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/partscounterguru. Ring that bell. Make sure you turn that subscribe button from red to gray. We want to talk about Shell Oil Company here. Or is it?
Oh, do you mean the filling station? No, you mean the service station.
The service station.
No, you mean the service station. No, you mean the gas station.
The gas stations, yes. Yeah, those guys. Ooh.
No, wait. Is it service filling? Service filling?
Well, it used to be service. It's no longer service because they don't provide services like they used to back in the old days. Filling station, yes, used to be filling. Now,
that was kind of the full service, like when the guys put the gas in your car.
That's correct.
Right. Then it was a gas station.
Right.
Now,
Shell is recognizing a trend. They're recognizing a trend. Now, there's a couple of articles that were out here about this. Inside EVs put one out, and their article they put out, the information came from Evanex, which is Evanex, if you don't know who they are a Tesla accessory company. So I think Inside EVs, for as a disclaimer for them, they're basically saying, we can't confirm this, but I personally went to Shell's official website, and it is confirmed. They did this in England. They converted a gas station into an EV charging hub. A lot of you may not know this, but the oil giant already operates a network of nearly 8,000 EV charging points. And they're committed to this. They are growing their network of electric charging points. Shell has set a target to operate over 500,000 charge points by 2025. They operate over 80,000 charge points for electric cars at homes and businesses. Shell retail sales and destinations is that's where they're all of those are at, and you can plug into. In addition, they are currently offer access to over 300,000 additional charge points through their roaming networks. Now, why is this, Keith? Why would you think that an oil conglomerate such as Shell, a driller of the planet, a refinery of the oil to get us the petrol that we desire to put in our tanks to run, why would you think they would be doing something like this?
Because nobody's buying EVs.
Nobody?
Well, that's clearly the only logical explanation, right?
Yes. Here's yeah, absolutely. I mean, you and I talked about why we think that this is why Shell's do it. They're actually being very proactive.
Right. Like, okay, what the Rust was the Rust Belt states that we, once again, like, if you're not getting your information from us, we kind of have a pretty good track record. I think we're going to do a segment on that, points to kind of some of the things we called way ahead of time soon. So make sure you ring the bell, everybody. Stay subscribed. But was it the Rust Belt? Correct me here. Where the state signed,
and they Midwest.
Yep. The state at the state government level said we're getting involved with charging stations.
Yep. Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, all those up in Wisconsin, I think. Yep.
And we said, well, if they don't, somebody else will. So they're leaving money on the table. Right. So if a company like Shell does not do this, they're leaving money on the table. Look, guys, this doesn't have anything to do with whether you hate EVs, whether you think it's dumb. It doesn't matter. The fact that the Ford Illuminator crate motor is sold out is all you need to know. The fact that the F-150 Lightning they've doubled production on it, it's all you need to know.
And stop taking reservations because they don't want to overstep or go beyond what their actual ability to fulfill orders are. So that's how high the demand is.
Look, you can hate the idea, you can be resistant to it, you can go on websites and post forums about your nonsense about how people with electric cars are going to get stuck in the snow in a traffic jam and like whatever, man, whatever. Right. And I'm not even an EV fan. Truth be told, like I'm trying to do better, but I'm not even really a huge environmentalist. Like sometimes I don't recycle. I mean, like it's not even that for me. For me, right. and I can't speak for Jay, but it's more about the innovation and pushing the envelope. And we've on this program many times said, electricity is not always coming from a clean source. Sometimes it's coal. A lot of times it's natural gas. If you're where Jay lives, a lot of it's hydroelectric. Yep. But here is the point. This ain't going away. More and more of these things are on order. More and more of these things are being sold. And if companies like Shell don't service that industry, they'll be done in 10 years. They'll be done in 10 years, and you'll be bitter on Facebook, sitting over there complaining about how this is just a fad. You and Shell.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Woo! Yeah. Woo. Now, they are achieving this through they're having their own solar. They're using solar energy to power these things.
Awesome.
They're using wind energy.
Yeah.
This is not new technology.
Can we convert methane, like some cow farts and...
Oh, I'm sure you can, man. There's a way. I mean, you could put me on a wheel. I can generate, put me on a bicycle, pedal your way to power, So, maybe there's your answer on what happens if you get stuck in the snow. You just keep a pedal generator in the back end and you just power up your vehicle by, there you go.
So. I had a friend of mine that I've told him again and again, like, I don't even think he watches us. I said, we've driven the Mach-E. It was great. Like, he's a big Ford guy. He's got a Ford. He's got he's got a sedan. I forget if it's not the Taurus. It's the. Anyway.
I forget.
Yeah. It's one of the few sedans they still make. And he's looking at a Mach-E, and he's like, we got into this. We were going to pick up some food the other day, and I just literally pulled up the state map of where the electricity comes from. And Kansas, I know this because we drive through Kansas a lot, they have like windmills everywhere. They signed they put into, basically their governor said like 5, 6, 7 years ago, we're going to be over 50% wind powered energy. And that the date's like next year. And they're already at 50%.
Yeah.
Wind power.
And you drive through Indiana, by the way, northern Indiana.
Not if I can help it, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, but you see all of the wind turbines.
Yeah,
just
you got to power those RV factories somehow, man.
Miles and miles and miles, man, of wind turbines.
So now here's where this gets like, because I'm always looking for the. Sometimes I'm looking for the big blockbuster storyline. Sometimes I'm just looking for the angle, the business angle. But, as of today, and this is definitely one of the disadvantages to the EV side of things, is the time it takes to charge versus the time it takes to fill up with a tank of gas.
Right.
Unless you're driving my motorhome and then it's a 80-gallon tank and you could be there just as long. Right. But I digress. So if you're going to have these guys charging their cars up, why not go ahead and continue that development plan that a lot of them are already doing, where you got the Burger King or the Arby's or the Wendy's, kind of doing that thing where they're sharing the same building as the gas station.
Right.
Right. So go eat.
Yeah. And go charge.
Put an internet cafe in there. Take a Zoom call.
Yeah.
Right,
heck, man. Go work for go rent you a little office space. Maybe that's the next thing to come.
Do something with that space.
Pop up office and charging stations.
Yeah, you got another revenue opportunity. You got people sitting around waiting for their vehicles to charge, right?
I'm telling you right now, man, that you and I have come up with so many inventions on this show, and if the internet pop up office happens, and you can charge your EV and still stay connected, and somebody comes up with that, it's my idea. So you need to come. Yeah.
About 20 years ago, somebody gave me as a gift. It's actually really fascinating. I don't know if it's still in print, but I'll look, and if it is, we'll put a link to it. Mentioned on the podcast. Everybody go to our website, click on the tab. You'll find it there. Somebody got me a coffee table book of prototypes and concept ideas that Apple had toyed around with. anything from money printing machines to early generations of touch interface tablets and phones, that sort of stuff. Some of it's just fascinating. We need to do some sort of that, like coffee table book type thing of just basically ideas we had, and like they ended up coming into fruition, right? They became reality.
Right.
What do we call it, Jay? Told you so?
I think something like that.
Put a big yellow hat on the cover
I
with
told
a
you
bolo
so.
tie.